Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look at one of the most requested videos since the ASV Pro was leaked or announced, and that's the ASV Pro from CCM, which is a mid-kick stick against the Bauer Nexus Sync from Bauer, also a mid-kick stick. We're going to be VSing these sticks against each other to figure out which one is the better mid-kick stick based on performance, consistency, feel, all of that good stuff. So let's hand these over to Tommy, figure out which is the stick you should be considering picking up next if you're after a mid-kick stick. And of course, before we jump into the video, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, because a bunch of you that watch our videos and keep coming back to watch them aren't subscribed. It takes 2 seconds, it's free, and it really helps the channel out. It allows us to keep these videos going, to feature more products. So make sure you thumbs up and subscribe if you like what we do. And don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you want us to VS next. Let's jump into the video. So Tommy boy, what we got there?
All right, so today we've got the ASV Pro versus the Bauer Sync.
This has been probably one of the most requested videos, aside from the ASV Pro video itself.
I was just about to say, I know this video is going to be high on demand.
Yeah. Because
these two sticks are extremely similar.
Oh, really?
In their own sort of way.
You jumped straight into it, didn't you?
Of course, I don't mess about.
All right.
Don't mess about.
So let's start off with feel for the puck.
Personally, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start off with, I'm going to start off with how it actually sits in your hand.
That's fair, completely different geometry.
That is a big thing with both these sticks.
Yeah.
Because they both are not the traditional standard shaft of a hockey stick.
Fair.
They're both different. The Nexus, or the Bauer Nexus, as some of you say.
Oh wow, wow, was that big? Was that big? Fair play, go on, go on. I won't stop you, keep going.
Has the 5-sided tech, which means it has a little bit of a kick here and then it kicks back down. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm sure Chris has a video where you can see that it has the 5-side.
Yeah, we'll dump the B-roll on top.
But however, this is a completely different style. This is like a V. It's thin here and thick at the top. It's completely different. I have never seen a stick like it myself, you know, and personally, the way it sits in your hand and feels in your hand, I've got to say this CCM, I think it just sits in your palm way better than what the Nexus does. I feel like this, it does sit nicely, but I don't think it sits as well as this does.
It's not as an extreme of a difference in stick shape.
Yeah, it's not like it's not a game changer.
Yeah.
It's just like a cool feature.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not something that's like, oh wow, that's so sick. It's more like, oh, that looks cool. Whereas this is like, wow, this actually makes a difference. This is meh. It's okay.
Okay, you know you're going to get the CCM fanboy comments.
I know I'm going to get the CCM fanboys, but I've already said this is a good stick, and we've done a video on this stick, and I said it's really nice. Yeah. So, comment all you want. Shot-wise, I feel like I'm way more consistent shooting with the ASV Pro than I am the Nexus Sync. I feel like I could pick my corners way better with the CCM than I can the Bauer. I feel like the Bauer is just a little bit unpredictable, whereas the CCM, I know what it's like, I know how it feels, and believe it or not, I actually used the Sync for a little while. So it's not like I used it for a video and it's sat there. It's been used. I used it in training for a fair few months, so I know what the stick's like, and personally, I still think this does a better job. Right, in terms of like slap shots and, you know, picking that big shot to sort of, you know, get through a defenseman, or you got a little bit of time in a game, I think that the ASV Pro does so much better. It's To be honest, I feel like this, you can tell it's a mid kick, whereas this, you almost mistake it for a low kick stick. Some of you that have used the Sync will understand and agree with me that this can almost be mistaken for a low kick stick, and easily mistaken for a low kick stick, because the release on it is very nice, but it's not a mid kick stick. It's not for that big shot. It feels completely different to the ASV, or the ASV Pro, sorry. It's just, it doesn't perform like a mid kick stick in my eyes, which is a big deal breaker for it. I think that makes a massive difference of why my opinion is how it is. That's not me hating on the Sync, that's not me saying it's a bad stick, that's not me saying it's not worth the money or the praise that it's got. It is a very nice stick, and like I said, I used it myself. So it's not a bad stick at all, it just, I don't think it performs how a mid kick stick should. Whereas the ASV Pro is a mid kick stick, and you know it's a mid kick stick. In terms of control and feel for the puck, I feel like this has a little bit of a more weight to it. I'm not too sure if that's actually like whether Chris can confirm that or not, I'm not entirely sure. But for me, that's better. I don't like a stick where I feel like I don't have a stick in my hands. So for some of you, the Sync might be better for you on that. But for me, the ASV Pro is better for it. I think the only thing that the Sync comes out on top of the ASV Pro is the release. The release on the Sync is very, very nice. I can't knock it on its release. It comes off almost like a Trigger 7 Pro, which, I mean, like I mentioned, is a low kick stick. But everything else, shot, feel, consistency, how it sits in your hand, the ASV Pro just comes out on top. So if I had to pick a stick, and you know, the question I get asked every time we do these videos, if I had to buy one and I was in a shop and I could only get one, I'm going with the ASV Pro.
Okay.
If you like this video where we compare probably two of the most demand sticks we've had this year, then please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let us know what you want us to do next.
That's it. Perfect.